Hi, I'm HondaPro Jason. Welcome to the HondaPro Show, watched by over 4.2 million people and kept alive because you subscribe. This week, I have Honda race news, information about a street-legal go-kart with 350 horsepower, and a new Honda museum opened up now. All this and more coming up next. Welcome to this week's edition of the HondaPro Show. I'm HondaPro Jason. With me as always is my cameraman Matt.
Hello everyone.
Hey Matt, before I get into my very first segment, I want to tell you guys about a new collaboration I'm doing now with Dave Erickson from Everyman Driver. If you haven't checked out his YouTube page, you should. It's awesome. The guy does a whole bunch of different reviews, and we're actually collaborating on a CRV 2015 touring review. He's going to do all the test driving. I'm going to chime in maybe a couple times with a couple of interesting facts and some technology info. And now, into the first segment. And I know this one is something you guys are all going to love. Ariel Atom just came out with a 3.5R version. Now, I've talked about the Ariel Atom before. This is basically a go-kart with a Honda engine, and it's street legal. I've seen a few of these at local shows, and they are showstoppers. I mean, they're really cool looking. This 3.5 is 350 horsepower, 2.0 liter VTEC engine supercharged. Okay, street legal. The 3.5 is also much lighter than the earlier Ariel Atoms, so this thing is going to definitely be a screamer. In related news, Ariel Atom has also released a dune buggy. Yeah, a dune buggy. This thing looks totally crazy. Same idea, 2.4 liter Honda engine, K24 for those of you in the know. And it's a dune buggy. I mean, it's an Ariel Atom, only it's made for off-road use. And I'm waiting for its first race. I also know of a track out on the East Coast that races Ariel Atoms. So stay tuned for more information as I'm going to make my way out there sometime this summer. I'm going to be taking a trip down to Ohio to go visit Honda's new Heritage Center. Who wants to come with me? Before you answer that, let me tell you what Honda's Heritage Center is all about. They opened up a new Heritage Center, or a museum, out in Ohio. And this is basically going to be a group of vehicles and technology that Honda's developed here in America. They're going to have the first Accord built in America, the Civic. They are going to have an ASIMO. The Honda Jet's going to be there. And these aren't just pictures or mocks up. These are actual real cars, and it looks like the Jet is like a cross section of the Jet, and you can either walk up to it or walk in it, which is going to be super cool. They have the NSX. I'm assuming they're going to have a Civic Type R because that's going to be built here in the US. So it's going to be an amazing museum. It is open to the public, unlike some other Honda museums that we can't talk about because they're secret. Also, it's free. So we have Honda, free, and open to the public. I'm going for sure. Who's going to join me? I brought you the news that McLaren and Honda are going to be working together in F1. Good news. Then I brought you the news of what the Honda engine sounded like for the F1 race car. Good news. And then I brought you the list of the drivers that are competing and driving for Honda. Good news. And now I'm going to tell you a strange ruling by F1. This is not good news. Basically what's happened here is Honda's not allowed, being a first-year engine in the new Turbo V6 series, not allowed to change or modify their engine once the season starts. Well, that would be okay if no one else was allowed to modify their engines. But sure enough, all the other manufacturers can modify their engines except for Honda. This has been a huge blow up in social media. Everybody's freaking out. My opinion and my money is still on Honda. A HondaPro Jason side note. For 17 years in a row, the Honda Civic has claimed the best-selling car in all of Canada. And in 2014, beat its nearest rival by over 15,000 cars. It's fun fact time. The first Honda vehicle to be built in the United States was not a car. It was actually a motorcycle built in September of 1979. And that's your fun fact of the week. Well, in my opinion, that was the best show of the whole year. Of course, that was the first show of the whole year. I know, so funny. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. And as most of you know, I'm going to be visiting the Netherlands in May. And in honor of that visit, I have some keychains from the Netherlands. From my friends over at Wellman Honda, they sent me a whole bunch of these keychains. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these to give away. This is how you guys can win them. All you have to do is take a picture of your keychain and post it on any of my social media pages, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Google+. You want to Snapchat me a picture of your keys? Snapchat me a picture of your keys. I'm going to pick 7 winners and send out these keychains, again, straight from the Netherlands to you. Thank you all for watching. As always, I'm the Honda Pro, and now you're in the know.